going on, everybody? We're back again with our second game preview of the day. We're going to be talking about the Cardinals and the Rams. Two teams coming off of victories last week. The Cardinals look like a changed team now. They added Adrian Peterson via the trade earlier in the week. He had over 100 yards. The Rams went into Jacksonville, managed to beat the Jaguars, who lost Leonard Fournette late in the game. Rams defense showed out. They got a blocked kick. They returned a pick six. They had a kickoff return. No, they didn't return a pick six. Or maybe they did. I forget. And they had a kickoff return for a touchdown. So that special teams unit for the Rams is still great, coached by John Foster, I believe. So looking at this matchup here, the Cardinals look like a different team with Adrian Peterson. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when they get David Johnson back. But they look like a different team. AP looked like the AP of old, 100 yards. He really, especially with the bad offensive line, he looked really good. Fitzgerald had a huge first half as the Cardinals got away from the pass because they were up by so much. They ended up relying heavily on the run. The Buccaneers didn't make that a game late, but it just wasn't enough. So looking at this matchup in general here, couple key things to watch for is going to be that Arizona run offense versus the rush defense of the Rams. Now, I've been saying it every time I preview a Rams game, their run defense is bad. It showed again this week. Leonard Fournette had a 75-yard touchdown, and he's a rookie, running behind a young offensive line there in Jacksonville. Without an actual quarterback, in my opinion, in Jacksonville needs to look at finding a quarterback for this team because that team. We'll talk about the Jaguars another day, but yeah, with Carson Palmer, Adrian Peterson, and Larry Fitzgerald, the Cardinals have an old core right there, but they're wily and smart guys. So this could be a huge challenge for the Rams as they face off against this offense that is looking to be prolific again. Carson Palmer looked great. Fitzgerald looked great. So looking at this Rams rush defense versus Adrian Peterson, it looks like it could be a tough game for this defense as they have allowed a couple 100-yard rushers. They do get gashed. With this defense, though, they're so high risk, high reward because they live off of getting turnovers, turning those turnovers into points. And the risk is because they get gashed and you can pass on them. So there's a lot of issues with this defense. As they've adjusted to the new scheme, they need to get more players that fit their scheme. The second key matchup here is going to be Goff versus that Arizona defense. Arizona is known to send, crazy blitzes, different type of zone schemes at quarterbacks, and this is no different here as they're going to challenge Goff to try to beat them vertically. I think that's what every team wants to do, is have Goff beat them, and Goff has done terrific this year. He's beating teams. The only game that he didn't win was the game against Seattle. I feel like that they should have won that game, but they didn't. So there's something to look at here. Goff trying to beat this Cardinals defense, which can get after you, which features a lot of young, fast players. Son Reddick, the guy from Texas A&M, I forget his name, Robert Kimdiche or something. Patrick Peterson, Tyrann Mathieu, Deion Buchanan. There's a lot of guys on that defense that can make stuff happen for the Cardinals, and it's going to be up to Goff to read this defense and adjust, get his team in position to win this game. The third matchup here is going to be Todd Gurley versus that Arizona run defense. Arizona's run defense is very solid, in my opinion. Todd Gurley needs to be able to have those tough yards again. Find a way to make it work, get the yards necessary needed to win. It's going to come down to tough yards in this game because the front seven of Arizona is fast and they know how to locate the ball carrier. So that's something to look at here. The final key matchup in this game is going to be the outside matchups for both teams. The Rams' pass defense has been average, where the Cardinals are led by Patrick Peterson and Tyrann Mathieu, two guys who could take away the slot and the number one opposing receiver. Sammy Watkins has not gotten going for the Rams, so look for Patrick Peterson to shadow him and completely take him out of the game. It's a matchup that they need to find a win. Robert Woods has been pretty good. Cooper Kupp has been pretty good with Goff. So it's going to be up to those guys that Sammy Watkins has traveled with. And jumping into our 3 reasons why. 3 reasons why each team will win. Let's go ahead and start with the Rams. Jared Goff wins this game for them. He's accurate. He's efficient. No turnovers. 2 touchdowns. 200 yards. Something along those lines is a great day for him. You know, he completes 65% of his passes. Things like that. Number 2, the Rams defense shows out. They're able to keep AP below 80 yards. That would be a huge win to keep AP below 80 yards in this game because of what he did last week. He has to average less than 4 yards a carry. And I'm thinking more around the 3.5. If the Rams defense is able to do that and, you know, cause a couple turnovers, they'll win this game. And number 3, Todd Gurley fights for over 150 total scrimmage yards. He fights for those 90 rush yards, I believe. There are going to be a lot of tough yards, so if he's able to get 4 yards a carry, you know, keep them ahead of the chains, I think it'll be a huge advantage for the Rams late in the game when that play action comes into play. For the Cardinals, Carson Palmer has to limit his turnovers and find Fitzgerald, Brown, Gresham, all those guys in the passing game. So it's going to come down to those guys. As long as Palmer doesn't force the issue, throw an interception, strip sack, fumble type of thing, I think that the Cardinals can win this game. Turnovers are a huge part of every NFL game, so look for that to stay in effect. Number 2, AP is able to continue with his role with the Cardinals. I know it's only been 1 game, continue the role, but the way he was running on Sunday, he looked like himself. He looks well rested, but especially sitting on the bench for the Saints the first 5 games. But yeah, that's something to look at. AP continuing on. AP has a touchdown, 120 yards on 25 carries. It's a great day for him. And number 3, the Cardinals defense highlighted this week. Can they slow down this offense? I think that they're going to have to. You know, I think that it's going to come with the pressure. Pressure of getting pressure on Goff is going to lead to the Cardinals winning this game, forcing the issue, forcing turnovers. You kind of have to leave your corners out on an island sometimes, and you're going to have to send those blitzes. So that's something to look at here. But yeah, my prediction for this game is in LA. I'm going to take the Cardinals in this game. It's not that I don't believe in the Rams. I like what the Rams are doing. I just feel like adding AP elevated this offense. Rams' run defense is very, very bad in my opinion. So if the Cardinals stay on a 50-50, 60-40 balance, 60-40 lean towards the run, I think that they'll win this game very easily. AP has had success in his career against the Rams, so look for that too. I'm going to take the Cardinals in this game. I'm going to take them 24-20. I think the Cardinals are going to be able to milk the clock late in the game with AP, and it's going to come huge because leading off of a couple Goff. I think Goff will throw an interception or 2 here, and I think Gurley is unable to have a huge day in the total scrimmage yards. So I'm going to take the Cardinals 24-20. That's going to do it. Make sure to check out other videos this week, and I'm out. Thanks, guys.